Okay.
Hi, my name is Andrew. I'll be sharing my testimony from Mexico Mission. God is in Mexico. There's a giant misconception that we have that Mexico is broken, backward, and in need a lot of help. Well, that depends upon the perspective in which we look at things. After coming back from Mexico for the third time, I can't help but to admit that the tables are turned. Surely, America is far past Mexico in almost every aspect of the world today, in sports, entertainment, media, technology, culture, economy, industry, etc. The list goes on. With the glimpse through the right lenses, however, Tijuana seemed to be richer in something that's worth more than this world. This mission trip confirmed yet again how the people of Mexico are satisfied in God and not by worldly desires. And OBC Mexico Missions 2012 truly epitomized the idea that less really is more. To fill you in on some of the many activities we did in Mexico, our work varied in all kinds of ministry. There was a more physical aspect to it, which was our daily construction work. Every day around 9 in the morning, we did some very laborious work. For 3 hours every day, our team worked extremely hard in the heat of the Mexican sun to mix cement. On the first day, it wasn't hard to tell that everyone was pretty excited to work. That changed in about 30 good minutes into the work. To be honest, mixing cement is not excruciating work, and so we were not dying. But it did not require immense physical ability, nor did you need to know everything about construction work. But it was challenging mentally because people began to become frustrated, groggy, and irritated, and it was repetitive doing the same thing, same work over and over again. So some guys are stronger than others, and so everyone sort of stuck to one kind of work. It all kind of fit in as every member gradually figured out what they should do during the duration of construction. Again, trying to lighten the faces of our team members, Peter Teacher and I tried to bring back the gold mine. But it wasn't very easy for the team, and sometimes for us. But working in the gold mine is always a good experience. It builds character. Something cool about the construction work was that we worked as a team. Although it seemed like everyone was super busy doing their own parts, carrying wheelbarrows of cement, delivering water, bringing rocks, cement bags, sand, shoveling cement, mixing cement, telling people what to do, again, making pipelines, pickaxing, or bonding with other people. Brian, I realized that this was all for the rising of one building. We may think we were doing completely different jobs, but in the end, it came down to a common goal. In the same way, as each mission team member, and even the mission teams from other churches had different roles, talents, and abilities, we were all there doing it for the glory of one group, and which is God. Yes, construction work was difficult, but it was rewarding. In the midst of everyone's frustration, fatigue, and grumpiness, we pulled through and got closer to one another. Another kind of ministry we did was street evangelism and city outreaches. Our team went out and participated in a trailer ministry where we bring a trailer with us, much like a portable stage with sound. There we split up into teams and went around the city inviting people to come to the trailer event. The language barrier wasn't too difficult for me, but I could tell that it held back a lot of people's urgency. Using all sorts of body language and small phrases in Spanish to inform the people, our team did a pretty good job getting the music class. A lot of people showed up to the trailer ministry, but they were either too cool or too busy to actually sit down in the seats provided for them. A lot of people were sort of just roaming around, and it was obvious they were interested in what was going on, but too cool to really sit down. To cooperate. We shared some testimonies, did some skits, and prayed for the people there, which is basically the outline for all of our ministries. On Wednesday, we went to a youth center called La Roca, where we did more or less the same ministry style, except 2 times. One for the younger kids and again for the youthful teenagers. A lot of the ministry in Mexico, however, is playing. A lot of it is playing. It may not seem like ministry, nor does it seem exhausting, but let me tell you that it is both to the fullest. The kids in Mexico love playing, talking, and associating. This does come off as bizarre and unusual to a lot of foreigners because the culture in America is so different. In America, it's a lot more like mind your own business than it is, hi, what's your name? In Mexico, all the kids are eager to play, overflowing with energy and excited to spend time with you. If it wasn't already obvious, there isn't much in Mexico. The term play has meanings that are on the opposite ends of the spectrum in America and in Mexico. The term play in America associates with video games, computers, watching TV, Facebook, and games, partying, etc. In Mexico, they are so limited to their resources that they seem to be having a lot more fun than the kids in America do. One way that God continues to bless me each time I go to Mexico is the way people truly savor the little things. It comes to show that this life really is temporary, and a word that keeps coming across my head is unnecessary. God really allowed me to check myself and reflect how so many parts of my life are unnecessary. Satisfaction in the Lord is really more than enough for all of me, yet I still want more. It's unfathomable to know that we are so blessed in the circumstances we were born in. To conclude this testimony, I just want to share how God blessed me so much by showing how mistaken I was. The foolish yet inevitable attitude that I started this mission trip with, the attitude in which I honored myself as a hero to rescue a lesser group of people, was so wrong. I was quickly humbled because I saw myself so empty of this joy that these people had. God has shown me how great He is and how He is present in Mexico. Things of great value are not visible to the eye. I encourage everyone to go on missions because God will show you great things and teach you His love and grace. Hopefully, through this short testimony, you can understand, as I have, that less is more.